National Economy, Trade and Labour Matters has urged procurement officers in the country to abide by the correct procurement procedures. Binwe Mpundu, a member of the committee, notes that audit queries are as a result of procurement officers failing to follow the procurement system. Meanwhile, Lunta Member of Parliament Mtoto Akafuaya says audit queries erode donor confidence in the country and Zambia is not an exception. The members of Parliament were speaking in Lusaka when they closed the 5th training of procurement and other relevant officers organized by the Alliance Procurement Capacity Building Limited. More in the following report.
Procurement remains an integral part of timely and effective delivery of development to the people, and government remains resolute to ensure a transparent and accountable procurement system. The Parliamentary Committee on National Economy, Trade and Labour Matters says audit queries have negative implications on social and economic development. Committee member, who is also Nkana Member of Parliament, Binwe Mpundu, says procurement requires the officers to strictly abide by the laid-down procedures. He further appealed to relevant officers not to fear audits, as it was a normal practice in the governance of any country. Mr. Mpundu was speaking when he and other members of the Committee on National Economic, Trade and Labour Matters closed the 5th training on procurement organized by the Procurement Alliance and Capacity Building.
Our colleagues in institutions who are queried should not cry foul, because after all, it's the few things that you agreed to abide by that auditors basically come to ask you. But you agreed that if monies are collected, monies must immediately be deposited in an account. So the question is, if you collected money on this particular day, but we haven't found the money in the account.
Meanwhile, another committee member and Lunte Member of Parliament, Mtoto Akafuaya, cautioned officers to exercise integrity as individuals involved in public service.
Industries attract support. Let's just agree that United Nations and other donors can support an industry. But tell me how those stakeholders feel if that particular industry is perceived as one which can't follow procedures, as one which is always answering audit queries.
And the Procurement Alliance says it targeted the Ministry of Education because it is one of the largest procuring entities in the country.
The Ministry of Education is one of the largest ministries that spends a lot of money in looking at the budget. You saw recently when they recruited teachers. I think more than 30,000 were recruited. Those are teachers that are supposed to focus on teaching and not procurement. But however, because the structure doesn't allow them, but how does Alliance procurement come in? It comes in to bridge the gap so that at least they understand the rules, the laws and regulations of how procurement is done.
Teachers, accountants, auditors and procurement officers from around the country attended the training on procurement, which was the 5th by the Alliance Procurement and Capacity Building. Fumbe Chanda, Prime TV News, Lusaka.